Alright, our next little long net project is going to be a little mule. Oh boy, I tell you, I'm trying to sit here and oh, sometimes my back gets to kind of. Alright, I'm going to put that right in the middle there. We're going to do a little mule, and if you want to call it a jackass, you can, but I don't see anything wrong with the word unless you're using it in a derogatory, you know. In the Bible, they use the word ass. They would call them asses. So I don't see anything wrong with the word itself that we use. It's a little, now he's a little bit higher than 3 inches. The other ones are. He's probably 3 1/4, 3, a little bit more, because of the head, and the ears come way up on him. In other words, now you're probably wondering why I got the ears like this, but I'll show you whenever we do it. Let's go ahead first of all, get the tail down like we normally do. Yeah, I don't understand the word jackass. Now, if you're using it in a derogatory to indicate a person, it's pretty slang in that sense. But as far as the, like I said, the biblical version of it was an ass, a mule. And you know, we just take. That's what's so funny about words. We take words, and we've made them today into to horrible things. In other words, and so, but we call it a donkey. All right, we kind of got that down. Now let's go ahead and separate our head from our neck. This is still 1-inch basswood. You know, I was thinking the other day, I'm a speech teacher, and in a Christian school voluntarily, and I'm just sometimes appalled at the way people speak today. Just am. We're going to bring the body down, as we say. The way people, the appallment of the language that is used in movies and stuff. And I grew up in a time where movies didn't have to use the language because, you know, and it basically it's for a shock effect too. But like anything else, for instance, the F word is used so much today. It's so overdone, and I don't really like the word. But when I saw, like, I went to watched a movie the other day where the F word was just constantly used, and I just turned it off because I got tired of listening to it. Now, but I watched Saving Private Ryan, and they used it some. And it didn't seem as, you know, because in certain situations, I understand that the word is going to be used and stuff, but they didn't use it just as a shock effect. In other words, they used it as the way men talked during that time. So, when some of these movies, though, they use it as a shock effect. Quentin Tarantino is a perfect example of a man who just uses it over and over again for shock effect. And it's just, you know, he uses a lot of words over and over again for shock effect. Okay, we're just bringing the body down right now. The N word, he's used that they say something like 100, 200 times in some of his movies, and it's just no reason for it. It's just not. And when we do things as a shock effect, it's not effective anymore. All right, let's go ahead and cut up here. Cut our little. Uh-oh, what happened here? Took a little bit more off than. Okay, that's no problem. I mean, I'll bring that down. But I don't like that. I think when you go for a job or something, you know, and you're not going to talk to a customer. If you're waiting on a customer, you're going to talk with some of the filthy words that people say. If it's for a shock effect, I don't like it. I think it's just cheap. It becomes cheap then. In other words. All right. We're just kind of bringing the body down a little bit, in other words, and then we'll work on the head. I don't know why I get into things like this. I hear it every day, I guess, from people, and what really boils me is when I hear it with adults who say it in front of their children, little small children. It just blows my mind. It does. All right, we've kind of brought that down quite a bit. Now let's work on the head. Now let me explain to you how these ears go. What it is you have this ear here, okay? And then this ear is behind it. So what we're going to do is you take this and you cut down like that and you remove this portion. Now be careful, because this is the ear. This is the ear that's going to stick forward. Okay? See, that ear is going to stick forward, and then you're going to have this back ear back here. So kind of do this little number. Okay? Now, then you come back here and you draw a line and you take this portion off here. Okay? You take that portion off there. So let me show you what we're doing. Now be careful, these ears are, you know, that's thin wood up there, so we want to be careful not to get too rambunctious. We want to take just a little at a time. See the number of cuts I may have to make to do something? But I don't, you know. Then we're going to come across here, and we're going to take that ear out of there. Take that, you know, that part of the ear out. If you have to make a bunch of other cuts before you know, that's fine. Just be careful. Wow, I got a tough one there, so I'm gonna come from this side. There we go. I'll kind of come from that side there. See where this ear will come forward. See that? Where the ears basically want to be over here and want to be kind of back here. All right? All right. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and start working on the head a little bit. Let's come back this way. And let's come up this way a little bit. We'll take a little bit more back here. There we go. There we go. Because of the way it goes. See that? Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of this down so it will fit with the ear. I mean, it will fit with the neck. Okay. Now, basically, we just sort of bring this down like this. Bring that ear down here. So like that. Now we basically, this is gonna be in like this. And this is gonna be in like this. This is gonna, okay? Just sort of like that. And then this is gonna come down here. So like that, see? Okay. Now, on these ears, we're gonna just cut like this. Remove that there where those ears are, okay? We're gonna do the same thing here. And they're gonna come up like this, okay, behind there. Okay? I'm gonna cut a little bit more in here. And I'm gonna kind of easy. Bring those ears to a sort of a point. You want to be careful. That is delicate area in there. So we want to be real careful not to get too rambunctious. There we go. See how that ear is? Okay. Now the same thing over here. We're going to bring this down some more. And what we want to do is we want to bring that ear kind of like that up to a, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of back here like this, and we're going to bring some more, start bringing that ear kind of up like that. See? Now we want to make sure that the ear is away from here. Wait a minute, let me see. Let me cut some more in here. There we go. There we go. Take some more out in here. Well, be careful. That's a delicate area in there. Separate them. There we go. There we go. Now we're separating them. See? Now we're separating them. See, as we go through it, we want to bring this down. Like that. Okay? We're going to bring this down a little bit. Okay? See it? See what we're doing. We want to bring this here. And bring this like this. And just that ear's going to be back. See? Going to be back from the other one. This one's going to kind of come forward. Like this. Be careful on that ear. I'm going to bring it forward a little bit. There we go. Be careful. And this one comes back. See what we're doing? Now I think my time is about up on this so far. and we'll come back and we'll work on our little mule. Okay?